mean? Everybody got involved, and everybody went out and did their thing. Now, let's switch a little bit too, Willie Jack. We've been hearing a lot of T.J. Watt, and Myles Garrett, and those type of guys, in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. I think it's about time that we go ahead and put that boy DaRon Bland's name in there. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Five to the crib, and we in week 12. We still got 6 more weeks to go.
Yeah.
We still got 6 more weeks to go. That boy got 5 interceptions returned to the crib. He's been playing some great ball this year, man. Already broke the record for interceptions returned for touchdowns in the season. Man, the guy's just been on fire this year, man. And every time you it seems like every time you watch a Dallas Cowboys game, he's returning one. And this is also on the back of the people wondering what this Dallas defense is going to look like after the loss of Trayvon Diggs. And what do you know? DaRon Bland comes out and he says, "Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get you not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 extra touchdowns this season, man." So I like what DaRon Bland is doing over there, man. And dude is playing some really good ball, and just gotta shout him out, man. He needs to be in that conversation right now if he hasn't been already.
Man, and you know what? That's interesting because honestly, I haven't heard his name get any type of real talk or consideration for Defensive Player of the Year. And then even so, in thinking of it, and as crazy as it sounds, it still feels like his turnover production and especially these touchdowns, they feel more so like the icing than the cake. Like they're on top of that because I don't necessarily think it's his individual play like fueling the play of that defense as a whole or kind of fueling I don't see him being like the focal point or like the impetus that's making everybody else around him play so well. I think he's a part of a very good defense. I still think that defense is still everything off on that defense comes off of what Micah Parsons is doing up front, and then he's but I don't want to take anything away from him as well. But I don't know, man. Because when I think about guys like Myles Garrett, let's say who's got a pretty good hold on the defensive player of the year, and respectfully so, you know what I'm saying, rightfully so the way he's playing, but he's the driving force. Not just even for that defense, but damn near for that team. It almost feels like with everything they're going through. But with DaRon Bland, I don't necessarily get that feel like he's kind of like he's the driving force behind that defense. Like a year where we saw Stephon Gilmore win defensive player of the year, and he had a lot of interceptions that year as well. But it was also a year in which like he was the guy on defense that, you know what I mean, as opposed to we might list a name or two and then we mentioned a DaRon Bland like, oh man, yeah, he's balling and getting in the paint. So I don't know, man. It gives me a different type of feeling. But honestly, if we let his production talk for him, man, I mean, he's got just as good an argument as anybody else with that production that he's putting up, for sure.
Gotcha. And I understand where you're coming from with that too, Willie Jack. I completely understand that. And of course, your boy Jeff came in, man.
Just seen it.
He said, man, not against us. He said we went up top on him with Smitty. Hey, man.
And you know what? And that's a good point as well, man. Like we need to see like a lockdown performance against like a varsity opponent. You know what I mean? Like in one of those style matchups. I guess they've already played. They played the Eagles twice, so they still got an Eagles matchup coming up already.
They got one more coming up.
They still got one more coming up.
They go to Dallas this next one.
Okay, yeah, there we go. And so yeah, we need to see like a prime time premium, just man locked up. He stifled, like him locking up a guy stifled the other offense. You know what I mean? To really kind of stand out and maybe kind of give his name a little more juice.
I got you.